understand why you're so upset, okay? The only reason that I lied to you about where I was going and who I was spending time with is because of you. Because you overreact and you never want me to go out and have fun, and it's your fault. I just wish you would admit it, okay? I can't take your drama anymore, okay? You cause all these problems, okay? I am innocent. I am just a good person, and I lie to you because of you, because it's your fault. If you didn't overreact, I wouldn't have to lie about so much stuff. And, and the other thing is that, when my friends come and pick me up to go out for lunch, and then suddenly they change plans and we're going to a bar instead, and they have invited their single guy friends, I don't have anything to do with that, okay? I am innocent, and so it looks like I lied to you about where I was going and what I was doing, but I don't have control over changing of plans. And sometimes my friends, they don't want you to know about their private business. And that's why I lie to you about where I'm going and who is going to be there. Because my friends have asked me to keep that a secret from you because they don't trust you. Because they know that you're a drama maker, and that's why I have given them an oath to respect their privacy. And I have to honor that. When my girlfriends are want to hang out at a bar and meet some guys, and I'm just there, hanging out, being supportive of them. And that's why. I just don't know what the big deal is. I really don't know why you just want to cause trouble, don't you? You really do. And it's not like I'm announcing when these guys show up. It's not like I'm announcing to them, I'm married, don't talk to me. I mean, that would be really, really psycho and weird. And when they ask for my number, I just give it because it's easier than trying to explain to them, I'm married, I can't take your number. It's just easier just to give it to them. And that's why so many guys are texting me all the time, because of situations like that. I mean, I don't know why it's not like I did anything. These are innocent text messages, and it's not their fault. They don't know that I'm married. They think that I'm single because they met me at a bar with a bunch of my single girlfriends. And so it's not their fault. It's your fault for not being there. If you had been there at the bar, then I never would have gotten all those phone numbers from single guys, and they wouldn't have my number, and none of that would have happened if you had been there. And what? You're trying to tell me that I'm full of it? And you're trying to tell me that the only reason you weren't there is because I lied to you about where I was going? Well, I don't even want to hear that. I'm done with this conversation. I don't even want to hear that. I don't. Because it's crazy talk. I just oh my gosh, you're giving me a headache. Oh my gosh, I am so stressed out right now because of you. I'm done with this. Really, I am. And you know what? And the only reason that guy who was texting me showed up at the bar is because it was a group event, and I had an extra ticket to the band that was playing, and I just, I just was like, hey, I have this extra ticket, just come join me. And the only reason I didn't tell him that I was married is because it didn't come up in conversation. It was innocent. It was just, he's just a friend. I don't even think of him that way. I'm not even attracted to him. And I know what you're thinking, that it was all a setup, that like I lied to you about where I was going for my birthday, and I went to a bar, and I even bought a single guy a ticket. I paid for his ticket and he came, but it's innocent. That was nothing. I don't know why you're overreacting. And the only reason I lied to you about buying him that ticket to the concert is because I knew that you would overreact. I knew that you would have a problem with it. That's why, again, I just lie to you because it's your fault, because of you, and if you had been there, if you had not been on a work trip on my birthday, then you would have been there with me and it never would have happened. So it's your fault for being out of town on a work trip. I don't know why you have to blame me for everything. I really don't understand that. I don't. It was my birthday and I wanted to go out and have a good time. Okay, don't hold that against me. And the only reason that I invited that good-looking single guy and paid for his ticket is it was just by chance. That ticket was meant for a girlfriend and she couldn't come. And then I was texting him and because he's a nice guy and he helped me out with some car repairs once, and I just wanted to repay the favor, and that's why I texted him and said, hey, why don't you come to this concert? I have an extra ticket. And you know what, everyone, no one is going to agree with you that I did. No one thinks that I did anything wrong. I know I didn't do anything wrong, and it was innocent and nothing happened, and that guy is a nice guy. He's really nice. And there's no reason for you to contact him. Please don't, just because you'll just embarrass yourself if you do that. You'll just embarrass yourself. And because actually I already told him about you being nuts, and he already knows. In fact, I told him that if he gets a call from a crazy guy claiming to be my husband, that it's a psycho person. So, what? No, you're right. I didn't tell him that I was married. You're right. I didn't. I just said a psycho ex. Oh, I mean, wait, no, you know what? I'm confused right now. I can't remember exactly what I said to him. And I was drinking that night too. I had a couple beers, so I don't even remember, but it was innocent. It really was. And the only reason I didn't call you back that night, is because right when I got home, I was exhausted and I just fell asleep. And I forgot to charge my phone, and so I didn't even hear that was it. I couldn't hear your text messages or the phone ring, because my phone was out of battery and I forgot to charge it. And that's why you didn't hear back from me until the next day. Again, this is all your fault. This is all you. You are creating this drama right now. You really are. People think you're nuts. They really do. Everybody thinks that you're nuts. And it's at the bar where I hang out. I've already told people that I know someone who's nuts. So, yeah, it's not like I go to those places and just sit down and announce I'm married. That would be so psycho and weird. Of course I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk to people like a normal human being. And if we have something in common and we want to exchange numbers and we want to text a couple and meet up at the dog park every once in a while, what's the big deal? Why can I not have a life? Why can I not have friends? Why? You don't want me to have friends, do you? You just want me to not socialize. And that's unacceptable. It really is. So I'm done with this conversation. Well, if you had been there, I wouldn't have asked for his phone number. I wouldn't have gotten his phone number. I wouldn't have even hung out with him or talked to him if you had been there. It's your fault. It's your fault that I was chatting with that guy and we exchanged numbers. This could have been avoided if you had been there. That's why it's your fault. I don't know why you're so upset with me, because it was innocent. I have a right to have a good time, and if I want to go to a bar and hang out with my friends and talk to some nice single guys, and it's innocent, okay? I don't even know why you're upset about that. And if you had been there, it never would have happened. It's your fault for not going. So take some responsibility, okay? If you had been there, that guy never would have talked to me. I never would have gotten his phone number. Those texts back and forth between us never would have happened. So you need to own it, okay? Own it, because it's your fault. You need to just admit that it's your fault and take responsibility for it happening, okay? I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong, okay? I have a right to make friends. And I know you're trying to tell me that I can't be friends with single guys that I meet at bars, but that's ridiculous. No one takes that seriously, okay? Everyone knows that it's innocent, okay? Oh, gosh. The only reason I lied to you about where I was going and who I was hanging out with is because it's your fault. Because you always get so upset when you find out where I've been and who I've been hanging out with. And that's why I'm lying about it still, because of you. If you didn't get so upset about all of this insignificant stuff, then we wouldn't have any problems. All of these problems are because of you, because of your anger issues and your jealousy, and you just want to cause trouble. You are nuts. You really are. There's nothing wrong with me going out with my friends and having a good time, okay? And the only reason that guy thought that I was single is because it didn't come up. It's not like I'm just going to blurt out I'm married. It's like that's so weird. No one does that. And so it's, again, it's your fault that that guy thought that I was single. It really, because if you had been there, this never would have happened, okay? Oh, God. You know what? I don't even want to hear that, what you're trying to tell me, that if I had not lied about where I was going, then you would have gone. That's not true. You know what? You can't predict that's what would have happened. You don't have special psychic powers. And so I don't even want to hear that excuse of yours. You know what? I'm done with this conversation. I'm done.